All right, welcome back, fine folks. This time the road is bringing us still in Detroit, Michigan, but we're here at the Henry Ford Museum of Innovation. You can see right behind me, very old school building, old school bell tower up there, just went off a few seconds ago, but we're gonna go inside and give this place a little tour. We're gonna bring you along for the ride as well. So what are we waiting for? Let's get the hell inside.
Take him to Detroit.
No! No, not Detroit! No! No, please! Anything but that! No!
So right here, this is what you see when you walk in. This is the lobby. This is where you pay. You got this massive plane. Looks like something the Wright brothers created, but oh, this is so beautiful. It's almost like stepping back in time a little bit. So that hallway straight ahead, that's where we're gonna go down. We're also gonna go to the village. There's a nice outdoor village. It looks like you're stepping back into another era. So we're gonna hit that first and then come back and do the museum. So we're gonna show you guys all that fun stuff right now. We're making our way down this extremely long hallway. We're headed to the village entrance. So you can see right there from the sign. But we're getting there. Statue of Henry Ford right outside the museum. He stands watching over all his customers that come to see his works. Very stoic. Okay, I know I've been calling this place just the Village, but it's Greenfield Village. You can see from the sign up above. See, it turned out to be a pretty day here in Detroit. Probably, I don't know, mid-80s right now. Hardly any clouds in the sky. Beautiful greenery and foliage everywhere. A great old-timey village we're about to head into. We're going back in time to when Henry Ford lived. I'm not sure the history of this village. I didn't do research on it, but who cares? I'm just gonna go with the flow. We have officially stepped back in time into Greenfield Village. They've got some good music playing. Not very crowded right now for Labor Day weekend, but again, still early in the morning, so I'm sure it will later on. Look at this. I hear a train coming. See some airplanes in the sky. Detroit Airport's close by, so yep, there it is. There's the train. Here it comes, the old-timey train. It's either picking up or dropping off, or maybe a little bit of both.
Give me quick card!
Look at those fine folks taking a train ride around the village. It's a beautiful day for it, I reckon. Check out the geese. Look at that. Zoom in a little bit so we can get a better image. There they are. No, they're just hanging out, enjoying the village. Look at them. Frolicking, playing, being mischievous. Who knows what's going on over there? Having a good time. Great weather for it too. It's great weather for being mischievous. Came across an old mill. It's beautiful here. Really is. It has that kind of Amish, New England feel all rolled into one. I mean, part of me says I can live in these times, but then a part of me also says I couldn't, because I couldn't make these YouTube videos if I lived in this era. This place really goes all out. Not only you have old-timey villages, you got the old-timey Ford cars hauling around. Look at that. Directly here in front of us is the Detroit, Toledo, and Milwaukee Roundhouse. It looks like when trains come here, this is the apparatus that turns them around. Look at that, there they are. Pretty cool. I've seen that done with cable cars in San Francisco, but I've never seen one for an actual locomotive. Again, like I said, this place goes all out. Because coming down the street, you hear the hooves a clicking. Horses. Wow.
Henry, walk down.
And there they go. This place is full of geese. You can so here's some more wandering around. Also a lot of geese dropping, so it's become an obstacle course trying to avoid stepping in it, but it's not a big deal. Better than horse droppings. Right here, you got a little something for the kids or adults if you want, if you're into carousels. All right, there's the village carousel. You hear the train coming in the background. To the left of the carousel, a little playground for kids. They got some unique structures you can climb on, play on. Yeah, there's a little something for everybody here. Check this place out. Inside is candy and cookies, but I've just noticed those statues up above. They are beautiful. Made of what looks like gold or bronze. I don't know. Look at that. According to that clock, it's almost 11. Check it out. Hey, there goes one of those old-timey cars, huh? Well, back in my day, we didn't have those cars you had to charge. We didn't have those things you called Teslas. We just drove around in our old-timey Fords. We didn't have satellite radio back then. Yep, definitely a time. I think I could live in this era, though. I mean, I couldn't make YouTube videos, but you know what? If I lived there, I wouldn't even know what YouTube was, so there's always that. We have left Greenfield Village, entering the Henry Ford Museum of Innovation. Wow. Again, this place is massive. Got this long line of carriages. Actually, I think this is, it looks like carriages, yeah. Look at this car. This is a 1957 DeSoto Fireflight. Look at that. If it was red, it would resemble Christine. Right here to the left. See what this bad boy is. I don't know. Not sure, it doesn't say. Then there's that Holiday Inn sign. So fascinated by all these old automobiles. There are so many. Look at that. I'm not sure what the red one is. Find out in a minute, but look at this. Old taxi cab. Called the Golden Age of Public Transportation, as this exhibit is known by. So this truck here is a 1939 Dodge Airflow. This is what delivered gas back in those days. Look at that. From refinery to retailer. There's some old gasoline pumps from the 1940s. They also have some presidential vehicles. Now this is one of the first one, horse-drawn vehicle for Teddy Roosevelt circa 1902. This beautiful black automobile is a 1939 Lincoln for Franklin Roosevelt. What you're looking at here is a 1950 Lincoln with a bubble top in the back for Dwight D. Eisenhower. That's a sharp looking ride. There's the bubble top. I wonder if it was bulletproof. I'm sure it was. I don't know. Maybe. And what you're looking at here is a 1961 Lincoln. This was John F. Kennedy's car. This is the same exact car that he was shot in back on November 1963. It was going through Dallas, Texas.
Having been given to the president here in downtown Dallas, one that Dallas won't see for a long time to come.
As the car I was in made the turn at Elm and Houston, I heard 3 loud shots seemingly from right over my head.
What was a wonderful welcome in downtown Dallas has become a scene of indescribable horror.
It's cool to see, but yet it's kind of eerie. This car, 1972 Lincoln for Ronald Reagan. Now what it says that after Kennedy's assassination, this Lincoln is completely enclosed with armor. All right, this is cool. This caught my eye. Look at this old-timey McDonald's sign and White Castle. Look at that. 15 cents. Right up there, 15 cents for a dang hamburger. There's an old A&W sign. Checking out this old railroad car diner. I think there's people in there, and just reading, you can actually go in there and eat. It's called Lammy's. Lammy's Diner from 1946. Apparently still serving some food. Here's the front of Lammy's Diner. If we had time, we'd probably go in there and get a bite because we're starving, but we're kind of pressed right now, so definitely a must when we do come back to this area. Look at this thing. It's an old Ford Model T from the 1920s. Boy, that's something else. Can you imagine flying in that? So coming in, they got an interactive airplane. I think it's an old Delta flight. Look at this. It looks like we're actually on a plane headed home, but we're not just yet, but we will be in a couple of hours, so. Oh. Apparently we're flying over beautiful green hills, nice clear skies. Looks like we're about to land. Yep, we're landing. We're landing. Wow, that is cool. Yeah, the good thing about this museum, it's very interactive. It's very There's Liz, ready to board. This one's an old airplane from 1939. Holy cow. Yep, there's the propeller. Look at that. Let's see here, open this window. Yeah. See, I'm not a big fan of propeller planes. Now, even worse than 1939, here we go, a Ford Tri-Motor from 1928. Look at this. Yeah, I'd rather walk. I'm not. Oh, wow. Oh, flying over some beautiful scenery, though. Wonder where we're headed. Oh, sounds like this thing's running out of gas, so I'm getting the hell out of here.
Push a button!
All these planes are just incredible. Look at that. I mean, look at this thing. It's from afar, it looks like it's held together by matchsticks, but you know, get up close, obviously it's not. It's a 1928 Ford Tri-Motor. Beautiful. It's amazing how air aviation has evolved through the decades. And then you have this thing. I mean, there's not even a cockpit, seats, no cabin service. It's a 1903 Wright Flyer from the Wright brothers. One of the very first right there. That's something to see, huh? What you're looking at right there is a 1939 Douglas DC-3. What you're looking at there is a 1925 Parker Tri-Motor. It was used for an Arctic expedition in 1926. I don't know if the video does it justice, but this thing's massive. This right here is a 1917 Curtiss JN4D Canuck. These are one of those planes where you see those flying stunt shows where the person gets on the wing of the plane. Call them wing walkers. These were also known as barnstormers. And right here, you could be a wing walker. If you stand right here, they got a little active wing walker exhibit. You could stand here and look at the view. Kind of feels like you're on the wing of a plane a little bit. I think we crashed. Headed into the race car area. This is used on drag strips. Look at that. Look how long that is. This bad boy right here is a 2016 Ford GT. Now, it's not a real car, it's an actual clay model. But look at that. That's amazing. We got this little mini racetrack. Liz is the yellow car, I'm the blue car. She wants to hit that start button. Let's see who wins. She won. Now, even though this is the Henry Ford Museum, there is a line of Chevys all the way down. As far as the eye can see, look at all those. You've got Corvairs, you've got well, there's a Toyota Corona right here, this white one. Mercury Cougar back there. What else do we got? Good grief, these are some oldies. Trading it. 1989 Honda Accord right here. Got a 1998 Dodge Ram and a 2002 Toyota Prius. This is an exhibit full of miniature moments, old Christmas ornaments, old dolls, everything miniature. It's right up Elizabeth's alley. She likes little tiny things, so if you like tiny stuff, this is for you. Oh, this caught my eye. Here's some old miniature Halloween Christmas ornaments. Do you recognize any of these from your childhood? I'm not entirely sure what this is, but it looks like something that drills down into the ground. I mean, you see how far it goes down. What you're looking at here is the actual bus from Montgomery, Alabama, where Rosa Parks boarded and refused to give up her seat. I thought it was a replica, but no, this is the real deal. We're going to go on and show you where she sat. Oh, I mean, this is history right here. This is absolutely incredible. And this seat right here, this is the second seat here on the left. That's where she sat and refused to give it up. That, my friends, is historic. That right there in front of you is an old, I believe it's 1950 era's home. It's called the Demise House. Oh, excuse me, 1946. We can actually go in and tour it, so let's head down this way and see what's inside. I do not know what we're gonna see, but I'm excited. Elizabeth's more excited. She loves this kind of stuff. There she is, right there, just waiting. I didn't know you were there. I didn't know you were there. All right, here we go. Look at that, it's got metal bathrooms. Air ventilation system. A modern kitchen for the times. Built-in revolving closets. And it's got 2 bedrooms. Let's just go over to the right. So you can't actually go inside, so that's my fault, but you can look inside, which is fine. Kind of give you a 360-degree view of this 1946 home. Look at that kitchen. It's just a sink and the stove. Around the corner, that must be the, like a living room area, I don't know. We're coming up on the bedroom. Right there. There I am. Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. But there's the bedroom right there. This right here is an old 1957 classroom where back in that era, kids would practice the duck and cover move. It's basically kids who came of age during the Cold War in the 50s and 60s often participated in drills designed to protect them from atomic attacks. They were told to duck under their desk, put their heads down, and cover the back of their necks with their hands. Would this have saved them? Well, who knows? But you can practice that drill actually right here. That's what it says, and it says it right here on the chalkboard. April 23rd, 1957. This right here is a replica of a 1980s bedroom. Scan around here. Did you have any of these in your room back in the 80s? Oh no, look at that. A record player. Look at that computer. Now some of these I did have. That's an old Speak and Spell, Texas Instruments. I remember having this, the electronic football game from Mattel. I did have this, the Electric Wizard, or the Electronic Wizard. Simon had that as well. I do remember this. It's the Little Professor, another Texas Instrument. I didn't have the Spelling Math, or did I have the Computer Perfection? I'm not sure what that even is, but yeah. This right here is an old 1907 moving picture theater. Called these Nickelodeon. You paid a nickel. And come on in, they'll show you 6 movie shorts. Yeah, look at this. There's a piano up front. But yeah, look at that. That is a moving picture. I think the piano's even playing. Ah, the good old days, huh? Before 4K, before surround sound. They just don't make them like that anymore. All right, folks, that does it from the Henry Ford Museum of Innovation. This place is absolutely incredible. This video doesn't begin to cover everything. This place is so massive. I mean, you need a good full day, maybe two trips to come see everything. I mean, we crammed in what we could, but there's so much more here. So if you're ever in the Detroit metropolitan area, highly recommend this place. It is amazing. Blew us away. Exceeded expectations. So hopefully you enjoyed the video and our little tour around. And we'll see you down the road.